Ooh, we gotta wait. Okay, so it's going that way. So it says, rest assured, but don't be angry. In other words, be confident that you'll get what you want, but don't be too confident, because it's saying when you go to court, you're going to get what you want, but he's going to get another chance. But you're going to set a precedent. In other words, with your, what would you call that? The book I had you make,
Notes.
The notes, but the other one.
The exhibits?
Yeah, the exhibits. But the exhibits you have that I told you to do, all those, they're going to stay on file for it. So.
But I never filed them.
You don't have to file them. You're giving that to the judge. You're not going to get it back. So she's going to keep that, and she'll put it in your file. Trust me.
Hopefully, if he takes them. If he takes them, because when I went, the bailiff was like, "What are you giving him?" And I was like, "I have exhibits." She's like, "You need to give the other party some too." And I was like, "I have them." And then she's like, "Okay, we'll see." I was like, "No."
That's cool. That's good. See, but still, that's what I'm saying. They'll stick them in the file, and then that'll stay so that when he does his crap all over, because he's going to do it again. I told you it's 3 years before he kind of like wakes up. But either way, when he does it again, there won't be any more leniency. He's still the dad, so she's going to give him another chance, like, to shape up.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, then he's going to prove to the court that he's incapable of being responsible, and that's going to give you everything you want. Doesn't mean you might not. You're going to get some of the things you want, but you might not get everything. Because I know you're trying to get full custody, right? So,
which I know isn't realistic.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure that.
I know. I have it in my head that it's just not going to happen. I filed anyways.
It's not going to happen now. But like I said, as he proves to be unreliable and be irresponsible, then the next time you go back, she will give you full custody, and then you'll have visitation, and he could possibly, if he starts doing stupid shit, you get, supervised visitation. And that's harsh, because then he has to pay to see her. But either way, you just need to play it all the way through. I mean, this is the first time you actually filed yourself. So that being said, you can't expect the sun, the moon, and the stars. You might get, the sun, or you might get some stars. Whatever you get, it's going to be valuable for you for the next run. Yeah. And he'll have to learn, to comply and be amicable with you with whatever you guys decide. And if not, then you go back again. And it's not a big deal to go back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I figured we would constantly be going back. It's like, if it was a good battle, that's just not going to end.
It says, something's going to leave. I don't know if you're going somewhere or something, but it's saying something's going to leave. And then it says, you need to be more patient. So is your patience running thin? Why?
I don't know. It's just like me wanting my car already, but not being able to get it, and then just work and wanting that promotion, but still not knowing if I have it. It's just like things are testing me.
But it's testing you, and if you lose control of yourself, then you lose all the way around.
Yeah. And
then only later to make everybody be annoyed with you, and yet you finally end up getting everything you want. So just relax, bro. Take a deep breath. It's gonna happen when it's meant to happen.
Trust the process.
Exactly. It says in the past there was no triumph, so it talks about you not being triumphant in the past, and you weren't. Every time you went to court, you just got it socked to you, which I was just like, damn. But this time you did it right. It says, now presently it depends on what road you go down. So probably we're talking about you being patient and stuff. You need to just I was talking to someone yesterday, and I was throwing their cards, and I told them, dude, you just need to learn to accept that, everything you've been through is making you stronger as you go. And even though you want everything right now, you need to just be patient. There's no reason to get angry. You already know you're going to get it. So what are you worried about? And she finally did get it. And she's like, wow, it was true everything you said. I needed to learn to not, because I'm impatiently waiting for something, or I want it so bad, I take out my anger on everybody else and my frustration. I got to learn to just deal with it, because that's only going to build you to be a stronger person down the road for everything that's coming. It says in the future, it says you're free. You'll get your promotion, you'll get your car. Everything's going to go boom, 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 like a domino. It's all going to hit at once. It always does with me. So I know, usually my clients, it hits the same way. So I know when you get everything, it's going to be you'll get promotion, boom, and then you'll be, you know what? I have enough to put it down. You have enough to put it down payment on the car, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, you get your promotion, you'll be like, I have enough. I'm going to put this much money on my car. And you don't even put that much anymore. You can even lease it so that you can go, as long as you don't crash it.
I don't want to lease it.
But then you can always get another one in 2-3 years.
Yeah, but then I won't own a car. I want to own a car.
Okay.
I did my homework.
I got you. Okay, cool. But you get the promotion, you'll immediately say, well, I'm not going to save up to pay for the whole car.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put this much down and I'll be able to get this car and you'll be fine. So everything's just going to fall in like that. The thing with her dad, the whole 9 yards. I almost said his name, but I didn't. But that whole thing's going to fall into place as well. And when that does, you'll get to decide what you want. Because although you tell me certain things that I don't ever want to be with him again or whatever else, yeah, I'm not sold, dog. Like, and you know you're not sold either. It's in your frustration that you see him doing things that hurts you.
And it's not he's ugly.
Right now, that hair, bro, like.
All of it.
No offense to anybody out there, but that's definitely a gay hairdo. So, I mean, he looks like a dancer from a guy's gay bar. Like, he really looks like that. And maybe that's hot for some people, but
oh no.
Maybe for my camera guy,
for the high schoolers, for the 17-year-old.
Obviously, yeah, I guess so. You know, he's like, I don't even know what to call him. Okay, looks like a fucking goalie for a Mexican league soccer team. Anyways, maybe that's not a bad thing. But anyways, and then he did get a girl that's probably
17.
Yeah, 17 has no papers. So here we go. But anyways, you'll be free, so you get to decide what you want. It says here you are. It's a good thing. It says health is gonna be good, so and you're still clean right now, so there's nothing bad going on. Ooh, but maybe you've been waking up in the morning.
What you mean?
Well, you don't go to sleep till late, huh?
I go to sleep like at 1, but I force myself to wake up early.
Oh, because it's showing coming down the road, brujeria.
Me?
No, being done to you. It says no new beginning though in the future. So it's in the midst. In other words,
probably for court.
That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Well, because mediation is December.
December what?
2nd.
That's coming up.
Yeah.
And then when's court actually?
February.
Yeah.
And then.
But whatever you do, and I've told you this before, don't just talk shit about him. You need to learn how to talk to her. If you go in there like he's just this, every couple that goes in there does that. Mm-hmm. So the mediator, that's why they listen to both sides. But if you go in there and say like, I really wish he was a better dad, and I really, I pray for him that he'll be, responsible and stuff, and it's just not happening. I don't know what to do. If you approach it like you want to help him to be a better father, so you can have a better relationship with his daughter, but he's not doing it, and that's why you want full custody so that maybe he can become responsible, that changes the game with the person who's interviewing you. But if you go in there like every other woman who's scorned or pissed off or whatever else, you're like, he's like this, he doesn't call me, and then immediately they're like, oh yeah, this is just, obviously he broke up with her. I mean, it's painfully obvious, right? But if you do that, she'll look at you differently, and she'll respect you, and then she'll make a recommendation, like I said, that you won't get everything you want right now, because she's not going to recommend to take away his rights or to give you full custody right now. But she's going to set a guideline for him to follow. And in that guideline, if he doesn't obey that, you go back. Her next recommendation will be for you to have full custody. That I guarantee you. So, play it out. I know it sucks to go back to court and stuff and have to deal with it. But, maybe he'll change. I don't see it yet, but maybe he will. It says, left hanging, but no broken heart. Oh. And then it says, it's out in the open. So, this guy, has he talked to you?
I haven't talked to him. Not since, I think it was yesterday or the day prior.
Okay, and he hasn't looked for you?
No. What do you mean look for me?
He doesn't talk to you every day?
Well, we were talking every day, but I kind of left him hanging, sort of.
Oh.
Why?
Well, I don't know, just because I thought you wanted to pursue that.
I did, but I'm leaving that up to you.
Well, that's not my... Look, you have to make your own decisions, but you have to make smart ones. Mm-hmm. And I already know, and my main thing is, besides knowing what's going to happen, is you're going to get so involved in this that your court thing will go by to the side. One thing that I didn't learn as I was growing up and I was younger is that if I would have tied up all my loose ends as I went to go get into other stuff, I wouldn't be bringing baggage into my relationships. So when it was almost a good thing when my ex didn't want me to see my kids anymore, even though I kept trying and trying, because the person I was with got a chance to get to know me and not know the drama that I had that came with me. Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Anyways, so just know that if you tie up all your stuff and, you know, get your job and your car and all your things are in order, then I think you're ready to move maybe on to start seeing someone or doing something. And anyways, you really just want a hall pass. But will it just be one hall pass? One hall pass means one hall pass. One time. And then if you lie to me, then that's when things get ugly.
No, I would lie to you.
But I don't want to know after the fact either that like it's more than once.
Of course not. I haven't done anything.
I know you haven't yet, but you've been thinking it.
Yeah.
Money. So money is in the realm for you with all this other stuff coming around. So money you're gonna have, like, you know, you're just gonna keep working, keep doing your stuff. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. And then I think maybe the money also means that maybe he's gonna get forced to go to work, because he should be, and pay some child support, some real child support, and that'll help you. So that's why I said let's take it slow and see where we go. Starting off in the middle here. It says, rest assured, but don't be angry. It says, the world upside down with no defense. It says, burden on your back over family. Oof. What's going on at home? Everything's cool at home?
We actually haven't been fighting.
So it's coming to cut off your head.
My parents and I haven't been fighting. I mean, we'll say stupid stuff to each other.
But you haven't been arguing with them, or they haven't been on your back or nothing?
No, well, they're always on my back. Like, if I'm playing video games, they'll be like, get off that shit and take care of your kid. Like that type stuff.
Oh, okay.
But it hasn't been, like, anything like, I'm tired of this, you know what I mean?
So maybe this is the warning that I think it is with your family. If you start seeing someone again, I have a feeling they're going to have a problem.
Well, they always do.
Yeah, and so that could cut off your head. But now, if you have your own car, and you have your promotion, you have your stuff, not really much they can say. So prove to them that you can be mature and responsible, and they'll start cutting back on the things that they nag at you about. Okay? All right. It says patience. Oh, God. Go ahead and even go to that one.
Word.
It says patience. It says patience and you'll have money and be happy. It says don't be angry. It says there's only one obstacle. It says it's not anything evil. Money. So what's keeping you really at home still is money. I have a feeling that the moment you're able to get out by yourself,
I'm just going to be out and about.
Yeah.
Well, because it's all I've ever done is be home.
Yeah, but I think you want your independence.
I do.
Yeah. I can tell. It says what's leaving, and this should be interesting. It says what's leaving is a change of home because you're weak. So you're afraid to be out on your own, though. And it says, but it's wide open for you. Oh, shit. It says justice. So this is a court. The problems go away. Oh, boy.
Hold on a minute.
What's wrong?
No, I got it.
What does she need?
Something's not working out.
Oh. Tony, what's that number right there? Where are my glasses? Can you see that number? 7?
7.
Interesting. So you go to court in February. You go through another for like 4 months where he does 3 months together and he starts going back to the same shit right before summer. And then you go back to court. Then we're going into 2 years that we set the date. As you're coming out of court, everything starts to change. He's there. In other words, no, it's 3. Think about it, you gotta go through this whole next year. So that option will be there where and that might be a change of home for both of you. But that depends on you. Because I have a feeling things are going to change, or your perspective is going to change the moment you have your own car, you're making more money, and I don't think you're going to want to go down that road.
To him?
Mm-hmm.
But is that a bad thing though?
No, of course not. It's not. But of course we're going for what you want, not what I want. And ultimately still, even though you tell me you don't want him, I know you do. So
I don't think it's that I want him. It's more of like wanting that family because like regardless he's always
that's
been
him, right?
Unfortunately.
So you
but
wanted
like,
that family with someone else who wasn't the father of your daughter?
No, like that's the thing. I don't like. Okay, I
you
don't
want him, dog.
No.
So you just want him to be the father there with you in a relationship.
Basically, but then
you're not going to be in love
But I
with
don't
him.
like him because of what he's done. If that makes any sense.
None at all. Look, to be in denial of what you feel for someone still is normal, and we'll make all kinds of excuses. But el corazón no se manda. That means you can't tell your heart who to love and who not to love. Mm-hmm. And so, for me, what I see is, sure, the disappointment you have in him and the dislike you have with him, with his responsibility and your daughter and the way he treated you and all the things that have happened that you're so disgusted with. But it's amazing how some people do so much shit to us and we're still in love with them. We're still right there with them. And
but I don't see love. Like, I don't see
really?
it. I don't see a future with him. I don't want one.
So you don't want a future with him no more?
Not as of right now, no.
So if in the last couple months he wasn't seeing anyone else or didn't have a girlfriend,
it would still be no. Because he hasn't been in a relationship for a while.
And if he was taking care of your daughter and working and doing all the right things, because that's ultimately what you want. And that's what I'm saying. As he starts coming out of this, we start coming out of this court thing, and he has to work and he starts getting his stuff together, things are going to change. And then you're going to see him in a different light. He's a kid right now. You were a kid. You're still a baby to me. You're a kid still. My son's as old as you. You know what I mean? And he's a baby still. So to me, when I look at you, it's not that I don't think you're a woman. I know that you're striving to be the best woman that you can be. But when I look at you still, you're still going through everything that's love and what's not love, and you're still angry. So to me to say that I would count out that you're still in love with them, don't cry me. I'm not trying to make you cry. But to try to say that you're not in love with them, I get it. I mean, it's just way down there. But otherwise, you wouldn't even want to be part of your family. You know what I mean? Some women do that, and they say it's for that reason, and they hold that anger while they're with them. You do nothing good for your daughter. If you love him, then you pray for him. And you pray that he becomes a better man. That's why I told you that I wanted you to watch War Room, and you haven't watched it. I want you to watch War Room. It's a movie. It's a Christian movie, but it's a really good movie, and it talks about how her husband was cheating on her, doing a bunch of stuff, and treated her like shit, and didn't respect her, and didn't want to get close to her, have sex, but nothing anymore. And she meets this old woman who's actually very close to God, and she teaches her how to pray for her husband so he can become a better man. And he literally destroys him. And I believe completely in that. I mean, what I do to help people, I go to him. And then he makes the moves, and you see how people get torn apart. A lot of my clients their whole foundation will get ripped out from under them. And they build back something real, something strong, something faithful, something honest. And I think that's kind of where this is going to happen. You guys are just too young yet. You had to expect, he was, what was he, 18?
17.
He's 17. Come on. When I was 17, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I got a girl pregnant. And so, I mean, I chose to do the right thing, but I was responsible, you know. It was just a little bit different for me. My priorities changed. But I went through right after that because I went to college, and then I started doing my thing and kind of partying and cheating on her, doing a bunch of shit. And even though I was still living with my kid, I wasn't responsible. But that's part of growing up. You don't have that leisure. I know that sucks. It's kind of double standard. I mean, you're going to get a chance to go out and be with your friends, stuff like that. She gets a little older. But the fact that you could go out and do a bunch of other stuff, it's just not in the cards for you at this time. So that's also angering because you see him going to parties and you see him doing stuff and dating. And it's so difficult because you're the most you're being the most responsible for your daughter. So it makes it hard. Plus, you know, you have to deal with your parents, and he doesn't have you in a good situation where he's helping you financially. So all those things, you have a lot of input. But in the end, when you wipe away all that stuff and the crud and the mud, and it's like anything, you start polishing it back up, everything changes. And I really think that's what's going to happen. Even though you tell me no, that's why I don't want you to damage yourself either on the way there. But I'm considering the hall pass. I need to see as it comes up here. All right. I mean, because maybe he's frustrated. You need to take care of that. So it's I get it. It says, which road would you choose?
Okay.
It says, house upside down with no decisions. Lovers. That's you. And there's the guy. So when we're talking about the hall pass, it's going to turn you around. This is what I'm afraid of. That you're going to go head over heels for this guy. Because you like him. Is that what you're hoping for? That I'll give you that entrada and then maybe things will kick off from there?
I don't know what I'm hoping for. With him, I don't know, honestly. It's like weird with him.
He's a good looking kid. And
he's short.
Dude, he's not that short. He's taller than you. Wow. You know what's funny? I seen a girl and a guy the other day when I went to get birria. And the guy was probably like 5'5" maybe. And his card, and he gives it to her so she can pay and shit. And then she gives it back to me. And she's like, I love you, babe. And I was like, wow, I get it. You have this ideal of what you want, but this guy's not shorter than you.
I just like to call him short, that's all.
Dude, you're 5 foot.
Okay, we don't have to attack me now.
He's 5'8".
He's not, well, probably actually.
That's 8 inches taller than you. And in heels, you'll still be 2 inches taller.
I'm 5'2", okay? So.
You are not 5'2".
The doctor said 5'1", but I refuse to believe it, so I say 5'2".
So you're gonna argue with the doctor?
Yes.
So really, truly, you're 5 foot. Sorry. All right, let's move on. So, I'll give you an answer at the end on that. It says, what's wide open, it says, is lies and deceit, and this is what I don't want. And it says, and then there won't be any love. So it's not a hardship, but it will turn me upside down. So it says you'll get to the point where you will pull away. Which, I mean, it's your life, but you can't come back this time. You're going to need, if I'm going to give you something that you want, and I know what you want, and I give that to you, you really need to be able to separate. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but you can't afford to get into something without not finishing all your other stuff, because you will start lying, and you'll start saying, no, it's because this, that. And I'm the last person you kind of want to lie to, because I'm the one who's going to get you to where you need to be. So I'd rather you be honest with me, and we talk about it, and I always work something out with you, but it's like someone else that I had. She would tell me, "Oh no, I just saw him once," but then she'd start catching feelings, and before I knew it, she was going on. If I called her, like, "Dude, are you done yet?" Like, because that was just a hall pass for one day, and she was like, "Oh shit," and she's like, I dropped out of school. Everything that I needed her to do just went to the wayside, and I'm afraid of that with you too, because you so want to be loved that I just feel like you're gonna pull into that 100%.
But, okay, see, I understand that, but I don't think it'd be to the point where I'm like, okay, fuck my car, I'm not going to get a car. Or, like, fuck my promotion, I'm not going to take the promotion, you know what I mean?
No, but you'll delay it.
My car?
I think you'll delay it all.
I don't think I would delay my car. Like, that's the one and only thing that I want.
Besides being in love with someone?
Besides that, yes.
That's my point. So if you had one over the other, let's say this guy says, you know, I want to be with you. You can't tell me that you know you're not going to fall head over heels for this guy. And then he's going to tell you, like, why are you going to that guy? Like, if you're going to be with me, I don't want you to go to that guy because you tell him about it. And then the next thing you know, you're gone. And you'll be gone forever. Like, it's not going to be like you're going to come back in 6 months and be like, okay, I'm going to help you again. Because you're gonna mess me up in the process. So if I give you something, you have to know that that's all it is. It's just a hall pass. I mean, you got to come back. You gotta finish what you started. You made a promise, not just to me, but the guy upstairs, and I don't want to pay the price for you. I got a son, so that's what I'm saying. You need to be sure that you can separate your feelings. You're not even sure. Oh my god. Alright, moving on. It says, the girl, which is you, says the sun will shine though. Once everything is complete. So there's the complete card. And it's talking about, everything will be okay, complete everything. And then, even I'll have a different respect for you. Okay, go ahead. I already knew this was coming. Go ahead.
So, I don't know if you have a timeline in your head already, but like promotion-wise, I feel like I should be expecting an answer sometime this week.
Mm-hmm.
If I do get the answer by this week, my car, you said that's like, everything's gonna fall into place, and when should I feel ready to get a car?
Yeah. Especially at the end of the year. Right in December.
I should get it in December. It'll be my Christmas gift.
Not just your Christmas gift, but in December they lower the prices for the end of the year sale, so that you can buy not a 2021, but a 2020, even if you wanted, because they're going to lower it's not going to be a new car anymore, and the cost goes down drastically. So you can get the little car that you want or whatever. I don't know what you want.
After Christmas?
No. After Christmas is going to be different, because then the new cars come out.
Oh, shit.
And trust me, at Christmas when I bought, she has a Mercedes. I bought it at Christmas, and the price on it was $60,000. And because it was Christmas, I said, I'll give you 20. And he said, let's do it. So, and I gave him 12 there and financed the rest. So my thing to you is, like, if you're gonna get your car, if you can do this like that, I'm proud of you.
I mean, I have my money. I have 5.7 already saved for my car.
I wouldn't even use all that. That's a lot to put down.
I'm not going to put all of it down.
Hell no. I put like $2,000.
Oh yeah, I was only going to put like $2 to $3,000.
And your credit's got to be impeccable.
775. That's my credit score.
So you're going to get a great APR. You're going to get a great payment.
I'm doing financing through my credit union.
What kind of cars did you want?
A Honda Civic.
So that's perfect. That's like she started. It's not very expensive. They're really nice. You're going to get...
Well, I mean, I wanted the Type R. That's a $40,000 car.
Can we start small?
Yeah, we started small.
So your payment's going to be around 2-something, depending on what your APR, because you have good credit. That's almost an 800, so they're not going to shun you on there. You're going to put $2,000 down, and you want to make sure that goes to the car, not to the guy who's selling you the car.
Man, I already did my homework.
Right,
I'm doing credit union.
I'm proud of you. This is what I'm talking about. So make everything come complete. It says, and make sure there's no karma. So right now is not a time for you to do anything to go out of bounds. Like, you're just like, well, chill, won't know. Bro, I don't know. It just happens, and it'll suck. I knew that's why I stopped talking to the last time. I already knew what you were doing. So I was like, done. I even told her I'm done. So, it says, and then your mom's going to go say, so, you'll affect your mom in this if you do something stupid. I don't know why. It just says you will. And then there'll be so in other words, she'll go upside down on you. So, get to where you get this domino effect going, and even they're going to change the perspective on you and what you're capable of. Because if you think about it, the moment you get into a relationship and you don't have any of these other things taken care of, you haven't proven that you're an adult. And she's going to start, it's going to be bad, really bad.
They're just going to think I'm not responsible. That I'm going to prioritize them.
They're going to threaten to kick you out.
Over my child.
Yeah. So we're close. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm tentative to give the hall pass, because of what I know. I'd be willing to give the hall pass after December.
Then don't give it to me. That's fine.
I want to trust you too. That's the hard part for me. And that's why I'm not done throwing.
But I don't even trust myself.
That's scary. That's really scary for me. Fuck.
Well, it's like my feelings,
I
That's
know.
not something that I could 100% control.
I know, and I get that, and I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to remember, my job is to make sure you don't make mistakes yet.
Yeah.
And that everything that you do falls into place so that people look at you in a different light.
Mm-hmm.
When people tell me, or you tell me that, they say you made a mistake or whatever, I don't. You made a decision. Mm-hmm. And you have a beautiful daughter, and now she's the love of your life, I'm sure. And so those are never mistakes. People have different paths. What you choose to do with it is what's different. And these decisions that you're making and completing whatever it is you need to complete, that's what's going to set the tone for who you are. And in the light of everybody else's eyes. Because everybody expects you to just be like, not do nothing. You need to prove to them that you can do it on your own. And the more you become independent and the more you show them that you have your car and you do this, then the relationship will come into play perfectly. Because you got it together. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what I need. I don't want you to come and be like, they're still on me like this. I know that gets annoying. So, okay. It says your health, and then the part that you're clean. It says something about a girl from the past. So I don't know if you have a friend that you've been talking to, or a girl, or I don't know. You talk to anybody?
No, just my usual friends that I talk to every day.
Well, there's a girl from the past that's gonna look for you.
No, brother.
It says no reconciliation. I don't know what she's looking for you for. It says return to love, like coming back to be friends, but you return to ask me. It says you don't want to be brought down to your knees, so obviously you don't want to make any mistakes either at this point, which is cool. But at the same token, you just need to be careful. Don't every right now with what you're trying to accomplish. I'm not saying don't trust anybody, but just be careful what you tell people. Don't give them too much information. Even your girlfriends, like everything needs to be, whatever they see of you or perceive of you, it needs to be that everything's going good for you. Not that you got this problem, that problem, because people take that information and use it against you. I don't want anybody to do that to you. And friends aren't always the best friends, trust me. It says, with brujeria, and let's see what that's about. It says, that's the battle that God wants to take care of. Don't worry, you'll become triumphant. Yeah. So they can't do anything to really hurt you, even though they want to throw a habit. I mean, you might have to get clean, but that's it. But it says, and it's not now. It says, there's no end though. So don't be a fool. Like, there's no end to the way they're going to be with you, especially after this. If you have to go to work and do a bunch of stuff, they're going to stay angry. Do you get what I'm saying?
Expected.
Yeah. They're going to, because she's going to be like, oh, you're making me all this money and all this other stuff. But he's buying stuff like crazy anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. And I don't even know where he's getting money.
I don't know either.
Maybe he has a job that you don't know about.
Maybe it's all that freaking money from the government. Like the unemployment.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it could be. It says, no new beginning, though, in the future. It says, not good or bad. So it's talking about no new beginning in the future with him anytime soon. It says, when you have money and you're upside down, it says, make sure that you don't make mistakes about partying. So I don't know if when you get your car, you're going to want to start partying and stuff. It's because it'll revert you back. So you need to be really careful. That's what my Martha was saying. Once you get all these things, don't become irresponsible. I mean, go out every once in a while within reason. Take an Uber.
I don't have friends.
Well, good. But you might once you have a car. It's funny how things kind of change. Remember, you had friends that you would call them to give you rides and stuff. So trust me, things could change really rapidly. Just be careful. It says, what's left hanging but no broken heart, and it's out in the open. So, and that's what we're talking about with this guy. I'm not going to bring up his name. It says, don't be discontent. You're not alone. It says, there's nothing to fear here. Yamaya will bring you fortune. So, you kind of made an offer to Yamaya, right? And you've done all this other stuff. So, at this point, it's starting to play out. You're finally kind of doing the right things, which is amazing to me, too. But, well, come on, dog. Like, how long have I known you?
Okay, we don't talk about that.
And how much shit have you put me through?
We talk about this every single time I come over here.
I'm very scarred. I'm sorry. And the worst part is the worst part is you're my niece, so that's even worse. You should have been taking care of me. Anyways, moving on. I'm not gonna cry or whatever. So here we go. It says money. It says your child upside down from work. Ooh. Okay, so you're gonna have to learn balance here, or there won't be fruit on the tree. It says things will be incomplete without delay. So don't let your ambition for work overcome your responsibility as a mom. You need to learn to balance that perfectly because she needs you.
Yeah.
She really does.
That's the one thing that's like always affected me with work is like I want to go to work and make all this money, but then it's like I don't want to leave her.
Let's hope that he becomes a real dad so that you can have that ability to do mostly what you want. I mean, and that's why I'm saying we need to pray for him to be a better person. Even if you don't want to be with him, if he becomes a better man, in the end, it's going to benefit you. Yeah, it's going to benefit you more than anything, and you'll have a better relationship, and it'll be more mature and more amicable. So, just don't. As much as you want to be successful and have money and do everything, the little girl needs you right now too. So it's important. It says, no magic, as you offer a cup, and no death, but no true love. And depression. So it says, and it's talking about the hall pass. It says, there's no magic I need to do here for you to offer the cup being yourself. It says, but there's no death because you're not truly in love with this guy. But it does say it'll make you depressed. So you go in there, get your hall pass, and you go down to the restroom, use it, come back after class. Just saying, dog. And once you've done it, it's gonna bother you. I don't know why this time. It's gonna depress you. Either because you can't maybe go back again, or because you feel like, what did I do? Like, you're gonna feel empty.
Was it worth it?
Right. It says there's other opportunities once the brujo's upside down and there's no trabajo. So there's a hidden trabajo that's starting to linger. You need to let me know if you start waking up at 3. That's when I know that's already got there. Because right now it's too late to do anything. I need to wait to see what hits. And then it's pretty well hidden. It's telling me I need to turn him upside down. That's when you get other opportunities. Like someone's holding on to you so you can't do anything. And honestly, I don't think it's her side, her dad's side.
Huh?
Uh-huh. I think it's in your home. I think someone in your home is stopping you from having opportunities.
My mom.
And she has, I mean, I get it. She has good intentions in a way, but she doesn't trust you. And that's why I'm saying, with everything we're talking about here today, it's important that you knock these things out before you get yourself into a situation where you make yourself look like a kid again. You're not a little girl no more. I don't even baby you no more. I mean, I see you as a woman. And so for me, you need to show that. Actions speak louder than words. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, like I said, we can stop that. It's not a big deal. You have to get clean and everything else. So, and then opportunities will pop up out of nowhere all of a sudden. You'll be like, what the? It'll be a trip. But if that's not what you're looking for right now, and that's all she's doing is holding that back from you, then maybe you get your things done and then you do whatever you want. The hall pass.
I don't want it.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Not if it's gonna make all of this. It's not worth it because it's just one night.
Well, think about it, and I'll think about it too. I just need to make sure. I just don't want to get hurt in this either. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because when you tell me, I'm not sure.
I feel like there's more at risk if I do it than there is if I don't do it.
Not if you can set your mind straight. Only you know that. Only you'll know if you think about it, like, I can actually do this. It's not a big deal because this is what's most important to me. If your priorities are where they should be, but my problem with you is that your heart is what's your vulnerability. It's your weak spot. It's what you long for the most, is to be loved. And I get why. You know what I mean? But at the same time, there's so much you have to prove. Not to anyone else, but yourself. So that you can look back and be like, they can't say anything. I handle my shit. And I have my own car. And no one can tell me I can go and stay, or they can't tell me anything anymore. You're not going to be dependent. The more you independent yourself from them, it's going to be bothersome to them because now they really can't say anything. The only fact they'll do is because you live in their house, they'll say, well, you still live in our house, you play by our rules. They can't stop you from going out in the day, and they can't stop you from going out for certain, in the evening, as long as you're not coming home at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Just huge things that I just think you need to set a precedent for. You already set a precedent with me with how you handled your court stuff. I'm proud of you. And I needed for you to do that so you could show yourself that you don't need anybody else to go take care of it. If I would have kept doing it for you all the time, all that would have happened would have been you'd always expect me to do it for you. But you handled it, and your wording was great, and everything you asked for, you were right on point. So, that being said, think about it. I mean, if you can set your mind straight to where you know the reason you're doing it is just so that you can take the edge off, cool. I'm okay with that. And God's willing to let you slide on that because, you've done a lot of good things, so I don't see anything bad going on. The question just comes up, will you or will you not be able to handle it? Because if you go the other way, you're done. I mean, not done in life, but done with me. I can't cross that line again after that. But if you can tell me that I can pull away, then I'll be like, cool. When this becomes the priority over this won't matter anymore. This if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you're not going to get stuck. I need you to get stuck right here. So just think about it. You don't have to give me an answer now. Other than that, you're going to get what you want. It's already on the table. It's coming. How quickly you move on it will be another thing that impresses me. No more procrastinating. You don't have the leisure to procrastinate. You have a child. And unfortunately for you, you're the mom and the dad right now. And that role's a tough one. So handle your business, and then you can have all the fun you want. I tell my kids the same thing: get stable, then you can do whatever you want. I said my daughter is 21 and she bought a house already. So yeah, she's in the military. But and it just depends. You get this raise and you get another, you become a manager. The next thing you know, you're making really good money in something you like being at or somewhere you like being at. So, and if not, you can do that and go to school at night. So the older she gets, the easier it's gonna get. Kind of. He's got to keep an eye on her. Remember, she's a girl. So, my daughters, I was tough on. You have any questions?
No.
You bummed out?
No.
You just don't want to say too much?
No, I don't know.
It's not bad. You're going to get everything you want. And
I think it's because, this is the first time that, stuff hasn't hit me, so it's just well, what now?
But there is stuff.
Well, yeah, and later
Right.
on, but not something that I need to act on,
right this moment. Right. And that's a good thing.
So it's just more of, okay, then what's my next step?
I thought we already know what your next step is.
Waiting for my promotion.
Let's see what happens with that. We'll take it one step at a time. Once you get your promotion, then you get your car, and you're set. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And from there, once you can prove that your responsibilities and you handle your court thing, you got your mediation, all those little things are just little things we need to tie up. They're just loose ends. Mm-hmm. Once that thing actually gets situated, that's when I think numbnuts is going to want to fucking find his way back.
Because he sees him doing good without him.
That's a fact. That was our goal from day one. I mean, you wanted him back.
But I wanted him to show him. I wanted to show him that I could do better.
Right. And you're going to have him back. But, like I said, I don't know what you do at that moment. I just know what I feel still from you is that it's still there. Even though it's clustered with tons of shit, it's still there. And that scares me. Cool?
Cool.
All right. We're done.